Part one of two. Was still on part one. I'm a mom, so distractions come about, and we're gonna continue on. We were speaking on corporate mentality, seeking validation from others when we just need to believe in ourselves. We should just already assume that what we are saying is right, and if we want somebody to correct us, that would be in the terms of constructive criticism. Not necessarily criticizing you of your work, but they're constructively going over what you should do, and it's not on an emotional level. And so I think that, terminology is key, and we need to identify, what it is and where it is and why we are doing what we're doing, and habits that need to be broken. So trust your instincts. That comes down the line from corporate mentality. First, you identify that you seek first you identify that you have the corporate mentality. Okay, then you identify that you seek validation. Okay, if you're still denying it at this point, I don't know what to tell you besides looking in the mirror. Because if you go on Facebook every day and you check how many likes you have, or if you go on Instagram every day and you post a picture and look at how many likes, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. I'm just saying that validation, it just needs to be constructed in a way that is strategically okay, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense for us to just post pictures, get all these followers, and have no business behind it, because you have an audience for nothing but a face. So what's behind that face? What's the value behind that? That is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. And excuse the noise, because my little one, this is what we have to do. She's doing her little bath time for her dolls. Say hi. Hi. Shimmer and Shine is having bath time. You guys need to see these things, and don't be afraid to show your prospects. You're interacting with your child while you're doing your live videos, or you're doing your recorded videos, because we are parents. We are normal. We are just like you. We struggle just like you. However, we do not fear. We do not fail. We choose not to fail. And that brings us to our next topic of discussion: failure. What does failure mean to you? What is failure to you? Is failure when you acknowledge that you have failed, and that means like forever? Or did you fail at something and you tried again and then it brought success? Like where did failure stop working for you? And I encourage everybody to ask themselves that, because it's important for your next step as far as financial success goes, because if you understand where you're weak at, you can strengthen it. If you don't acknowledge it and you deny it, you're going to continue getting the same results that you're getting, if that makes sense. So if you keep sending your sponsor, or you keep telling your friends or family members, oh, this is not working for me, or I haven't got a payout yet, or nobody's responding, they're just liking, or they take my information and that's it. Change your approach. Don't stop the business. Don't stop the business. Change your approach, because it's not the business that works. Matter of fact, no businesses work. No businesses work at all. And it took me forever to understand that, because when I first heard it, I was like, what do you mean businesses don't work? They got money, they got investments, they make, sales, they go up the chain of command, the ladder, they go, it's different things that I kept saying when somebody told me that. They was like, no businesses work. I was like, yes, they do. But now I'm here to tell you they don't. It's not the business that works. It's the people that make the business. It's people who make it work, who use the business strategy, and it works. I'm going to say that again. No business works. The business is lifeless. It's people who make it work, who use the business strategy, and it works. Okay? I'm looking at my notes here. And I do that because I'm not scared to tell you that I get off topic. I have 5 children, so it's so hard for me to stay on topic. That is my weakness. And so where I strengthen, where I'm weak at, I have my notes right beside me. I have no reason to say I can't do live videos. I have no reason to say I can't record videos anymore, because I just taught myself what it is that I was scared of, and it was the organization of the message that I want to get out to my followers. It was the guidance of it and the structure of it, and that's important. You understand, in all things, in all plans, and all goals. And so as I can, go ahead and refresh you back for those that are just joining or for those that are just tuning in watching, as you scroll through Facebook and it automatically plays, gives us views, I'm gonna run down what we spoke of so far. We spoke of corporate mentality, seeking validation, and trust your instincts. And the next one would be you're the boss. Okay, you're the boss comes after trust your instincts. When you decide to say that you want to be the boss, when you decide that you don't want to work the 9 to 5 anymore, or the 9 to 5 is not working, what can you do? It has to be something else. Your body's tired. I don't know about you, but I'm 28. I'm almost 30. When I was about 23 years old, I was like, yo, this fast food life is not for me. I was like, working these 16-hour shifts is not for me. I had just had a baby, then I wanted to have another baby, and I did get pregnant, and then I had to have an abortion. I couldn't afford, and I had to go against my morals, which killed me because I was just like torn. I didn't understand, how life could make me make a decision to kill life, and I'm not telling you my information for you to use it against me. I'm telling you for you to learn, to understand that my mistakes and my decisions and my choices in life left me to live with the consequences that I go with daily. That's my conscience that I have to live with. And so as I tell you today that I have 5 children, and as I tell you today that I'm a family person, and as I tell you today that failure is something that you choose to do, I choose not to fail. And I chose to find a better life for my family, for me, and what I want out of life. And I encourage others to do the same. I help others find ways that they are passionate about that will help make them residual income, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, whatever it is, the need that you're acquiring. That is my goal that is what I seek to achieve. That is my goal. Every day I feel like we can learn something, and that is what I do. If I'm not on Facebook networking, I'm learning and researching somewhere else on the internet. And what we need to understand is the internet is not going anywhere. The internet is here to stay. I don't know if you guys remember way back in the day when the internet first came about and AOL dial-up and it was and our moms and our parents were so excited that we just got a computer in the house, and you're fighting with your brother and your sister, and you're like, it's my turn to go on the computer. And then, you want to talk to your boyfriend or your girlfriend on the phone, or your friend from school, but you can't because that phone line is being used by the internet. Well, I'm here to say it's 2018 and I'm 28 years old, that I remember from my childhood how much we have expanded. You understand? And that is what we need to understand and open our minds to understand regarding money. There's many ways to make money. Nobody is, no longer exchanging time for money. It's 2018. There's online marketing. There's online jobs, stay-at-home jobs, work-from-home jobs. Be your own boss. Open your own business. So many things. Write your own book. Tell your own story. Everybody has a story. Pick a niche. Pick a passion. Pick a hobby and stick with it. And if you're like me, I'm a multi-niche queen. Okay? And I say that because I'm proud of it. A lot of people, will say, why is she always doing so much things? Or I'll see people on Facebook that will say, people just need to stick with one thing because everything is not for them. Have you heard that before? Have you heard somebody say that before? Where they feel that, a new hobby that they found that is similar to somebody else and what they're doing, they begin to judge the level of knowledge of what they know about it, and they, down the come up, they down the process of it. Push those people to the side. Swipe left. Press the X on the top screen. Close that. Delete that friend. Block them. Because I'm telling you that is your comfort zone right there. That is all that you allow your mind to feed on, to understand. Because if you can't get past those people, you can't get past making money. Because what comes with money is great success. And with great success, it's not for everyone. And to understand that, you have to understand that you're going to go through failures. You're going to go through times where you want to give up, and you have to remember why you're doing it. And, another weakness that I'm going to tell you right now is sometimes I come off very aggressive. And I want to say this to let everyone know that aggression for me comes off as passion. I'm so passionate about everything that I want to do. I'm passionate about every business adventure that I want to, accomplish, or I want to plan out, or I want to complete. I start a lot of things because I'm a mom. We multitask. And so I just touched into my soul, and I was just like, why not make a business out of the multiple things that you do? You complain about doing multiple things throughout the day. Why not get paid for it? So I found out that I like to do multiple things, and I tapped into who I was before I became a mom. And sometimes we forget to do that. We become mom and dad, and we forget that we are more than mom and dad. I am Justine before I'm mom. Before I'm Justine, I was a daughter. Before I was a daughter, I was God's child. So I'm not trying to get spiritual or universal with you. I'm just trying to get you to understand that you have to know what you want. You have to know what you desire and what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're willing to give up. Because with great success comes with great failures. And you're going to fail 1,000 times. Michael Jordan didn't get to where he was if he didn't miss all them hoops. If he didn't miss all them shots. You understand? He had to keep going. He had to keep going because he never knew when it was his greatest day or his best day was about to come, and it happened. You understand? Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z how he is now. He was Sean Carter. You understand? And he didn't have this big dynasty growing up. I remember all I need in my life again is me and my boy. That's all I remember growing up, him and Beyonce. I didn't see this big dynasty growing up that I would ever live to see. I didn't know that he had all that wisdom in his head. And that's what happened when people sleep on you. That's what happened when you don't stay consistent. These people that I just mentioned were consistent. And that brings us to our next topic, consistency. Consistency is key, and I don't know how to say it or stress it enough. Consistency every single day, through every pain, through every feeling, no matter what happens, because it's not about what happens, it's about how you handle it. What are you going to do to move forward from the problem that you just found out? Nobody can ever present a problem to me that I can't find a solution. And I'm not going to say I'm Houdini or I know it all, but there is a solution for everything, just like there's a place for everything. You're complaining that, you're tired of your job. When you get there, your job description turns into something else, and you want to just go to work and know what you're going to be doing and get paid for what you're going to be doing. You're tired of the runaround. You're tired of the points, the marked tardy, and you knew what you did to get there. It was a struggle just to, even make the drive with no gas. I feel you. I was you. I'm not going to sit here and, lecture you on what my life is, because I know you don't want to hear that. You want to just hear about the benefits on how, what I'm saying can benefit you. And again, that starts with you. I can't make you do anything. I can't tell you to join my team. I can't make you sign no paper, and I can't elevate your mind. You have to want this for yourself. Nobody can get into your mind besides you telling you that's what you want to do. And can I tell you the truth? I had a very horrible day today. I had a horrible day today. Some of you could probably see that on my face for those that know me, personally. However, I had a horrible day, but that didn't stop me from coming on here to tell you guys to stay consistent. It didn't stop me to tell you that success brings failures. It didn't stop me from telling you to go get up every morning and get that money and motivate your child and let your child see, how hard you work every day, because you don't want to be at work 16 hours out of the day. You don't want to miss performances and parent-teacher conference. You want to be able to go take your child out, to a restaurant, or daddy-daughter dates, or mommy-daughter dates, or nail time, or, mommy or play dates, different things, or traveling to go see family that you haven't seen in forever, because there's so much things in the world that has us occupied that we forget the core. We forget why it is that we want to live. What is life about? Because I'm pretty sure we were not born to work. We were born to live our life. And so what is your life about? Why are you living your life? What makes you get up every day? And like I told you, it's not about the business. The businesses don't work. It's you that make it work. There's a system, you follow it, and it works. Just like the 9 to 5 doesn't work, there's a system, you follow it, and it works. It's a rat race. They promise you to pay you every 2 weeks or every week to have you come back to do a different job description or add on a different responsibility, to add on different headaches for you to go back home and to take away from you and your family. Aren't you tired of just, making it in barely before bedtime? Aren't you tired of just the homework and then go to bed and then that's it? Aren't you tired of just dinner and then that's it? Don't you want to get a chance to know who your child is, to listen to the conversations, to interact? The first 3 years of our child's life is so crucial. Their brain is like a sponge. They want to learn. I don't know about you, but I have different age ranges of children. And right now, my 3-year-old, she just turned 3. She's almost about to read. And I'm not even lying to you. I'm not finessing you. I have a 7-year-old scholar who is honor rolled out. A+ student, top of her class. And so I'm a college student. And so what do you think my 3-year-old sees in the house all day? It's just books upon books, is learning upon learning. And I managed to do it in the way of fun because I managed to know how to make money in the way of fun as well. I found my passion and I found out how to make money in it. And I want you to ask yourself, what is your passion? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to teach your children to do? Are you teaching them to get up to just go to work every day and bring home a check and get a man or a woman and you guys have a family? Or are you teaching them to invest? Or when you drive by, like my 7-year-old right now, if we drive by a lot or an acre, she's like, Mom, think about all the things we can build right here. I can have my own fashion school with my own emoji hairstyles. It's like her mind goes out there and I never knock it. I encourage children to keep dreaming. Matter of fact, I encourage children to write stories at a young age because as adults, we forget to write our own story. Don't forget about your story. Are you forgetting about your story? Are you forgetting that you are your own business? You are your own business entity. You get up every single day. You follow yourself to a schedule of washing your face and brushing your teeth, if you do. But you should. You follow that schedule, washing your face and brushing your teeth, making sure you eat, making sure you survive. That's a business. What's different from you opening a business? What's different from you starting a business? What's different from you investing in a business? And that is my message to you. Invest. Find something to invest. You can invest in weave. You can invest in strippers. You can invest in movies. You can invest in stories. You can invest in stocks. You can invest in cookies. You can invest in anything. You like for people that like to eat McDonald's. Why not invest in McDonald's? You spend your money there all the time. Why aren't you investing in it? They have different things you can invest in. They're not just the Big Macs and the fries and the McFlurries. They have different things. For me, I'm investing in cryptocurrency. You know, that is something that I don't have to do anything at all. I just brought in 2 people, and that 2 people allows me to get paid. It's a 2x2 matrix. Cryptocurrency is something that is taking over the internet right now by an electronic wallet. As I stated to you earlier regarding the internet, how it came around and, you know, our parents were thinking that that was something that was not staying around, and now it's here. And it's not going anywhere. It has elevated to a whole other level to the point where iPhones was created by Steve Jobs. Everybody loves iPhones to the point where this man is dead still making money. There's designs to still be created and he has died. That is a sustainable business. That is what sustainable means. What business are you creating that is sustainable? MCA is sustainable to me. Everybody's going to need roadside assistance. Everybody can use medical assistance. Everybody can use medical benefits. And that's what comes, you know, with working with MCA. That's why I like to do it. And when you're selling MCA or when you're asking people to join your team, if they ask you, you know, why should I join MCA? Don't just say because of the benefits. Ask them what they need. For me, I needed MCA because I have a truck that I bought for cash. And at times, as you fix one problem, another problem occurs. And for me, the other day, I broke down with 3 of my babies in the car early morning. MCA towed my vehicle. I don't know about you, but I go out the house the same way, like when you wake up in the morning and drop your babies off, being a stay-at-home mom, the same way you wake up is the same way you roll out the house. And then I know a lot of moms like that. And I didn't prepare to bring out money for a tow truck. You know, I just brought what I needed to bring was my children and to get back home to where we needed to be. I didn't plan for that. And because MCA, you know, has unlimited roadside assistance, I was able to have a free tow to my house. You see what I did there? I showed you how the benefit was personal to me. Yes, Naya? Yes. I showed you how the benefit was personal to me. For me, I love to have babies. MCA offers, if you get admitted into the hospital, which you will, you know, you're going to have a baby, they offer you compensation to pay you for your stay in the hospital. How about any bad drivers? Do you have, you know, problems speeding or, you know, traffic violations? MCA deals with citations. You just have to find what works for you. You have to find what business is going to work for you. MCA may not work for everybody, but it's working for me. And I'm not here to tell you to join, jump, and hop on right now. I'm here to tell you to elevate your mind, find out what it is that you want to do and why you want to leave your 9 to 5. Not why you want to join MCA or why you want to join cryptocurrency or why you want to join Bitcoin. Why do you want to leave your 9 to 5? Or why don't you have a job? Or why is it that you want to supplement your income? Is it because you want to spend more time with your family? Is it because you want to seek to build an income to gain a family? Is it because you have an autistic son? Or is it because you have a sick mom or dad? You know, different things. And for my moms that want to get away from that noise that you hear right now, that crying, you don't have to go to a 9 to 5 just to get away from that. I'm in the bathroom right now. I know, as awkward as it sounds. Give me a second, okay? As awkward as it sounds, this is my safe haven. I love it because I meditate in here. I have a spa. I use my minerals, my herbs, and my Epsom salt. All of it in one is just amazing for me. And so for my moms that feel like they have to go to work, you know, the 9 to 5 just to get away from their child because the postpartum, it hurts. I had it. It comes and goes at times. My anxiety goes through the roof. I promise. You know, I'm with you. But there's other ways that I vent. You know, I meditate to blow that steam off. I tell her, give me a second. You know, I can't deal with that right now, but when you calm down, I can talk. I don't speak crying, I speak words. You know, you just reword, change your approach. If you have to walk away sometimes, walk away, take a walk. You know, different things of that nature. I write. Some people sing, some people dance, some people draw. Find it. It's there in you. God placed it in us. All those things we like to do when we were children, I promise you, are beneficial to you as an adult. So I suggest you tap into your mind, tap into your heart and your spirit and find out what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to create, what it is that's going to sustain you to keep doing it. Don't just do it and just say you did it. Because there's other people in the world that you're inspiring. And my purpose on this world and in this earth and in this lifetime, in this universe, is to help others. And I'm just going to tell you straight like that. Regardless if it's in the form, different forms that makes me money on the way, it's in the form of helping others. I feel like the exchange that we're giving right here is wealth. I'm giving you wealth by giving you this knowledge for free. I'm not charging you for it. I'm using my time and exchanging it to inspire others because God came into me and asked me to speak to you guys. To tell you that it's okay. Look at me. I grew up in the hood. I'm from Pine Hills, Balboa. I graduated from Winter Park High School, a white school. My mother was the person driving me back and forth from the hood to a rich neighborhood, So you can see why I see different lifestyles. You can see why I see different visions, different mindsets. You know, back in the day, they had this thing called A/B transcript, where all the bad schools that were in the neighborhood that were failing, they allowed us to go to the A schools. And so that's how I got to graduate from Winter Park High School. What are you guys doing with the knowledge that you guys are retaining? It is supposed to be utilized in some form, shape, or, lesson or effort. If it's not for yourself, do it for somebody else.